Hello, fellow Americans. You are on the YouTube channel Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. I talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. Keep your conservative voices active. Subscribe to this channel and listen as I talk about issues we are facing in our country and government. Visit my website, commonconstitutionalism.com. Enjoy reading my conservative blogs, and if you like them, maybe throw in a donation. While on commonconstitutionalism.com, go ahead and shop at the Sage Novelty Shop, where you will find shirts which feature our very own unique conservative political memes and captions. Display your conservative beliefs with pride. These items send a clear message without saying a word, or if you prefer, you can use them as a conversation starter. Come join my Facebook group, Common Constitutionalism, for discussions of topics, sharing of ideas, and interacting with others just like yourself who are proud to be Americans. I want to talk about what everyone needs to know about mail-in voting and the Marxist fascist agenda. I want everybody to understand there is a difference between mail-in absentee ballots and generic mail-in ballots that these liberal-run states are mailing out. With an absentee ballot, you're already registered with the state that you reside in. They have your voter registration information. Your name, signature, your driver's license number, your social security number, your photo ID, and everything that is necessary to validate who you are on file in their computer. So when you send in your completed absentee ballot, mail-in ballot, your information is on a QR code on the ballot itself. That's one of the security measures they have on the absentee ballots. That information code proves this is your ballot. This QR code is what makes a ballot unique to each person. So when they scan it, they know it's an official ballot, they being the voting officials. The QR code is one of the safety measures. They also have other secret measures embedded in the ballot. They also have your signature on file in their computer. Because you are required to sign your absentee ballot, your signature is automatically matched to the signature on file. There are a number of secret security measures that are included on absentee ballots that help prevent fraud. In the second coronavirus stimulus package, the liberals snuck in a section referencing these generic ballots. The Democrats buried more than $100 million for the production, distribution, collection, and legal protection of their generic mail-in ballots. One of the things which the liberals added to the bill was to eliminate the legality of having any kind of identity checks dealing with these generic mail-in ballots. Really, purposely, they do not want any trackability. First off, why is this even in a coronavirus stimulus package? Mail-in voting has absolutely nothing to do with the coronavirus. But it seems like that's the way politicians work for shameful reasons. They are always more concerned with themselves than America. What ended up happening was that they just sent out 100 million generic ballots without any safety measures or protocols to guarantee a ballot's authenticity, resulting in no way of identifying a ballot to a specific registered voter. Then, to make matters worse, they made it legal to ballot harvest. No, absentee and generic mail-in ballots are not the same. This is why the left's mail-in ballots are opposed by the Republicans, because there are so many ways they can be defrauded. In fact, in early voting, there have been hundreds of thousands of cases where fraud already has been identified. So the government is paying these ballot harvesters to go door to door collecting the ballots to supposedly deliver them to the jurisdiction and authority. What has been discovered is that some of these harvesters are going door to door or to mailboxes collecting hundreds of unused ballots. And then the harvesters are filling them out with any information they want to put on them, and then later turning them in. The generic mail-in ballots have absolutely no type of validation or security checks to ensure that the person whose signature is on the ballot has only filled out one ballot. In other words, the same person can fill out hundreds, and there is no way to know or no way to check. There is no personal information embedded in these ballots at all. There is no way to check if the person filling out the ballot is even a registered voter. That person only that filled out one ballot, or that the person who filled out the ballot is the same person who received the ballot. The opportunity for fraud here goes on and on. The fact that the Democrats are arguing this point makes it pretty clear they know of these problems, but their intention is to try stealing the election. Authorities have identified a postman who was opening these ballots and throwing away any of them with Trump's vote. They have found thousands of Trump ballots around the country that were disposed of in various ways. They found thousands of military ballots that had been discarded, which were all Trump ballots. As many situations of fraud that have been identified with the mail-in generic ballots already, just walking down the street, you can be assured there is much, much more than we will ever find. We will be lucky to see 1% of it. This is part of the larger Marxist fascist movement to take over power at any cost. It's all part of their agenda to become a one-party system. With them wanting to pack the Supreme Court, with them threatening to grant statehood to Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, with them talking about eliminating the filibuster rule in the Senate, which will reduce the supermajority down to a simple majority on any of the Senate's business. It is hard to believe that a party in the United States government is working to change the rules so they can eliminate any opposition, making them the lone party in power. They are not only talking about packing the Supreme Court, they are talking about packing the voting process in the Senate. But they are also talking about packing the Electoral College with liberal votes by granting statehood to the District of Columbia, the capital city of our nation, and the same with Puerto Rico becoming a state. Everything they are talking about doing is packing the system so they have absolute power. If they are successful in fulfilling their agenda, they would literally make America's voting system obsolete. Their agenda would eradicate the Constitution. What they are planning is a one-party system that would change our nation from a democratic republic to an oligarchy. So we can join other modern-day oligarchies, such as Russia, China, and Iran. This is the vision of America that these Marxist fascists have for our nation. And they're not doing it legally, rationally, or slowly. They are doing it methodically in complete disregard for the Constitution. They are doing it at a hyper speed. I believe on the coattails of Obama as the most divisive president in our history. Obama showed them the playbook of his Marxist community organizing way of power. Obama gave them the confidence to push further and faster. Everything we are seeing today, what is going on in the streets with the riots, the acceptance of anarchy, the disdain of law enforcement, the disregard of the Constitution, the suppression of any opposition, and the hatred for what America stands for, is the future under their power. If they are allowed to win the presidency by deploying these types of tactics now, even if they do not win the majority in the Senate in this 2020 election, I guarantee you they will win the Senate in 2 years. If they win the White House, you are seeing the new normal. They will win the Senate with even bolder moves. They already have the House. So be prepared to watch the fundamental dismantling of the America we have known. I am telling you all, if this is allowed, the America haters win. It will be the United States of America that loses. We will be unable to ever get it back. Exercise your right to be heard and vote on November 3rd. Help save our republic and keep America, America. Vote conservative. Thank you. Let's see what we can accomplish here. My aim is to create a loyal following so I can continue bringing awareness to these kinds of issues. We will talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. I would appreciate you all exploring, donating, subscribing, joining, and shopping on my sites. You will see them displayed at the beginning and the end of the videos. Until next time, this is Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. Thank you, America.